Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Two Shadow production. Please like and support for the channel. On today's story, we have a Reddit post. Short one. My neighbor's lights turn on every night at around 3:17 a.m. And tonight, I saw who turns them on. I don't usually post on Reddit, but what happened an hour ago has me sitting in my car with the engine running because I'm too afraid to go back inside. I live in a smart apartment building in Nottingham, 3 floors, old walls, paper thin, soundproof. The kind of place where you know everyone's routine, whenever you want or not. For the past month, the apartment directly across from mine, 2B, has been emptied. No moving trucks, no people, no sound. Except for one thing. Every single night at exactly 3:17, the lights in 2B turn on. Every room, same time, same pattern. At first, I assumed someone still lived there, but I never once seen a person go in or out. Not during the day, not at night. The landlord swears the unit is vacant and says the power should be disconnected. Last week, I started recording it on my phone. And tonight, I finally decided to check. At 3:16, I stood in the hallway. The building was dead silent. I could hear the hum of an old emergency light above the stairwell. Then, right on time, 3:17, lights spilled out from under the floor of 2B, all of them. I walked over and knocked on the door. No answer. I pressed my ear to the door and heard slowly movement inside. Snuffling bare feet on the carpet, I knocked again. I shouted, "Hello." The movement stopped. Then something knocked back. Not on the door. On the inside of the wall, next to my head. One slow tap. Then another one. A third one. Like he was counting. I knocked back. And that's when the handle of 2B started to turn. The door opened about 2 inches. No light came out. It was completely black inside. And standing just inside the crack was something tall, pale, its head tilted sideways, like it wasn't used to holding it up properly. While I was looking the face, I noticed it didn't have eyes, just smooth skin where there should be. but it smiled anyway, and in my own voice it said, "Sorry, I'm still practicing to schedule." Then the lights went out, all of them. I ran straight away, grabbed my keys, my wallet, and I haven't gone back since. While sitting in my car, my phone just connected to my Wi-Fi. I didn't turn it on, and I just got a notification from my camera app. It's recording from inside my apartment. I didn't want to open the recording. I was too afraid. I sat in my car outside my building for almost 20 minutes with the engine off, refreshing my phone, hoping the notification would disappear. Like it had been a glitch, but it wasn't. The video file was 11 minutes long. The timestamp said it started recording at 3:17 a.m. The moment the lights went out of 2B, I finally pressed play. The camera feed showed my living room, dark, empty, no sound at first. Then I heard the faint click on the door, the noise of unlocking. I knew the sound. It's very specific when you unlock my door. The door opened slowly. Something inside. It was tall, too tall to be a human, and it had the same pale skin. I saw it in the hallway. Its movements were careful and wrong, like it was testing how joints were supposed to work. When it turns its head toward the camera, there were no eyes, just smooth skin. It stood there for a long time. Then it spoke in my voice. "I live here now." It walked out of the frame toward my bedroom. The camera kept on recording. For the next 8 minutes, I listened to it move through my apartment, opening drawers, closing doors, sitting on my bed, breathing. At this point, it leaned back in view of the camera, very close this time. So close enough that I could see where the eyes should have been, forming shallow dents in its skin, like something pressing from the inside. Then it said, "You can come home." I finished practicing. Then the recording has ended. I called the police. They went in. Within an hour later, they found my apartment exactly the way it should be. Nothing broken, nothing missing, except for my bedroom mirror. It was face down on the bed. They asked me, "Why you taking it down?" I told them I haven't. I'm staying at a friend's place now. Haven't told them why I'm afraid to sleep. He thinks I'm just stressed. At 3:17 in the morning, his bedroom lights turned on by themselves and my phone camera activated again. I don't think this thing is tied to my apartment. I think it's tied to me. That day, with my friends, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep after the lights turned on my flat. I sat in the corner of the guest room with the door locked and the lamp on. Watching the time crawl towards 3:17 again, half convinced I imagine everything. At 3:16, my phone vibrated. A text from my own number. I'm almost done. At 3:17, the lamp beside me shut off. The room didn't go dark, it went empty, like the darkness had weight, like the air itself had been removed and replaced with something thicker. Then I heard my friend's bedroom door open down the hall. Slow footsteps I can hear. I knew the sound of the walk. I knew him 40 years. This wasn't it. This wasn't him. The steps were not even too careful, like someone following instructions. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. The footsteps stopped outside my door. And my friend's voice, my exact voice, whispered through the wood. Come see how we learned. I pressed my phone camera against the crack on the door and started recording. The handle turned, the door open. It was wearing my face now, not a copy, my actual face, stretched slightly too tight across its skull. Its mouth moved a second before the sound came out. It looked proud. I replaced the reflections first, it told me, then the voice, then the schedule. I finally spoke. My voice shook. What do you want? It tilted its head. To continue, it said. Then it reached behind itself and pulled my friend's phone from the pocket. My phone rang. On the screen, me. I understood then. It wasn't taking my place. It was making sure there will always be one of me left behind. I ran, then stopped running till sunrise. 3 days later, no one has seen my friend. The police say he left town. The landlord says he never came home. My phone doesn't ring anymore. But every reflective surface I pass shows me walking half a second behind myself. Sometimes I catch my mouth moving when I'm not talking. Last night at 3:17 I received a new message. Training complete. Next subject ready. Below it was a photo taken from my phone of someone sleeping in my childhood bedroom, and in the corner of the mirror behind them, it was me already standing there.